What's up, guys? Welcome into the PTA Postgame Show. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on Packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. You can text us 865-658-5824. Join alongside Tim in Green Bay. We got Emilio in Tennessee here to talk about this, man, all the way down to the end. Once again, Brandon McManus with the game-winning field goal. The Packers come out on top 30-27. As you guys and gals may or may not remember, the Vegas line was -4. So the Packers did not cover the spread, but for everyone who was saying this is going to be a blowout, hope we've learned our lesson once again. But Vegas, again, man, there's a reason they can afford those tasty little drinks with the pretty umbrellas in them. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly what they're doing with these lines. But obviously, huge win here. The Packers improved to 6-2 on the year. With a 30-27 victory on the road against a wounded Jacksonville Jaguars team. Obviously, man, a lot to talk about in this one. Let's start it off, go around the horn here once and get everybody's initial takeaways. We'll start with you, Tim. What do you think about this win here, man? What sticks out to you?
Hopefully Jordan's all right long term. They're saying groin, not necessarily the knee, which is, I guess, a good version of bad news, apparently. He's unable to finish the game. Malik Willis does what Malik Willis does, right? QB2, Malik Willis is gonna make it cool to be a backup. I think backup quarterbacks are gonna have a different reputation after seeing what Malik Willis is able to do. But just a great gritty team win. Great performances from Josh Jacobs. Man, he carried the rock. Certainly earned his paycheck today, and I think our defense really held their own. It kind of stunk to let them back in the game there at the end, but some great plays by some young players on this defense. A lot to be excited about with this win. And, of course, Brandon McManus with the super no big deal game winner. A little bit less nerves with this one this week than last week's at Lambeau. So just a great team win, man.
He knocked through all his kicks, didn't he? I mean, he's been on fire. It was a good team win, tough with the injuries kind of across the board.
Yep.
I hope that, everyone's all right. We'll see what it looks like after the fact. But, we knew it was going to be a tough one, hot one. Didn't have a lot of crampings, but a lot of pulls, it felt like, with the hammies, things like that, groin, maybe dehydrated, not stretched enough, things of that nature. But good to get a W. I mean, we needed to be 6-2, and we are. Complete flip from where we were last year, right at 3-6. So I'll take it. We got a big game coming up. Good team win.
Yeah, completely agree, man. Again, Malik Willis just coming in and doing what he needed to do to get the win. And I love that. I don't know if you guys recognize it or not. I'm pretty sure he canned out of a run into that play action pass.
Yes.
That was him going, you know what? They're not respecting the pass here. They don't think I can do this. Let's just go ahead and do this.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
Obviously, Jaden Reed had not had an impact all day long, and all of a sudden, game on the line, there's Bird, bang, huge gain, and obviously put him in a position to win the ball game there, man. Just
what a great throw by Willis there, too, right? I mean, just hit him right in.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. It was right on the freaking money. Josh Jacobs, you can't say enough about him. It's hilarious. So there was people on Twitter roasting him the whole game as if he was playing bad. And I'm like, bro, you realize that he's like – he is crushing it out here. What game are we watching? I think some folks just get kind of caught up in the whole crap, we're going to lose this game, so I better start just tweeting out a bunch of negative stuff that ain't even true. But,
right.
Man, Josh Jacobs on the day, 25 carries, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long of 38. Was that his longest run of the year so far? Am I thinking right? Did I hear that on the telecast?
I think so. Sounds right. So. We probably had a longer one, but it got called back on a hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, like his first one today. That first run he had was great.
That's definition of a bell cow, though, right? 25 carries, 2 tutters. I mean, that's what you need from somebody like that. And you see him get up and get, roll the shoulders a little bit. Like, all right, keep feeding me. I love that.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome, dude. I guess I'm just a weirdo, but I love games like this, man, where it's like there's so much on the line. And it takes the entire team to pull it off. And listen, there was no shortage of adversity. Like, Jordan going down. I don't know if you guys seen it, but in the first half, I put that tweet out there like, we got to get him the hell out of this game, man. He can't even walk. why is he on the field right now? He's going to destroy his knee. And lo and behold, it ends up being a groin. And I know there's some people going, well, it wasn't the knee why it came out. No, that groin injury is a direct reflection of the knee. Like that's how that happens. When you've got a sprained MCL, it can be a PCL, it can be a ACL, whatever. When you start getting sprains like that, and you start trying to distribute the weight in awkward ways, that's how you end up pulling a groin. That's how you end up tearing an Achilles. All those things are tied together.
And you saw the way he got bumped, right, Clay? Like he was planning on leaning left and planning on leaning left and hobbling left with his weight. And when he got pushed forward, you're putting all your weight on the inside of your leg there. He didn't expect it. That's not going to end well. It was a quick jerk reaction.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely. So we can go through the box score. We can go through the notes. However you guys want to attack this. Make sure you're marking chats for me. We'll get the fans involved. We got a bunch of people watching. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that like button on your way in. Thanks for making us part of your post-game festivities. Coach Lynn, we might want to hold on to Willis. Too valuable.
I love that 7th round pick. I love that 7th round pick.
Think of who else could you have drafted in the 7th round to have this kind of impact? The guy is undefeated this year. 3-0 as a starting quarterback. That's just absolutely. I'm with you, Coach. The good thing is we got him for 2 years, right? At a minimum. If you want to try to extend him, if you want to put that kind of value in the backup position, I get it. I understand. I'd say his representatives are going, you know what? We're just going to wait this one out. Probably try to hit the market, right?
We keep him around just for the AFC South, just to let him run.
Oh, yeah. That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. Greg Rice in the chat, so much for a relaxing game. Remember, he said that in the pregame. By the way, I don't know who it was, but someone in the pregame show said they had Tucker Kraft for 100 yards. They bet the farm on it. Man, he came up a little short, 3 catches for 78 yards, but I thought they were going to get it, boys. I really did.
Yeah.
Whoever that was, good luck finding a place to sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? Super chat from Jarrell Lee. Appreciate you, buddy. Clayton, Tim, Emilio said close game all week. Yeah, unfortunately, man, that's the NFL. I would love to have been with Greg Rice there and been like, yeah, let's just have us a blowout victory. Yeah. The later it got in the week 2, as we kept diving into some of the analytics and everything, it's like, man, this Jaguars defense is pretty bad, right, against the pass. But, again, it's all about game planning and taking away what the other team does. Sometimes some teams match up better against others. So that's why you got to take the stats with a grain of salt at times. And I really key in on that Vegas line, boys. I'm telling you, they know what the heck they're talking about. But thank you for the super chat, Jarrell. We really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and pop the box score up here. If you guys want to take a look at it, tell me what you're thinking about it. I'm going to also comb through Twitter and see if we can find the pressers as they come up as well. But obviously, Jordan Love started the day 14 to 22, 196 yards, had that interception, was not sacked, although it felt like I guess I was so gingerly watching the game. Yeah. Everybody stay away from him. Malik Willis finished the day 4 of 5 for 56 yards and a touchdown. Boys, I'm telling you right now, his passer rating was already through the roof. It just went up again. That's just wild. But,
and that sack was a smart sack. I mean, it was a quick screen left and like a bubble right, and everybody cut block. You had your 2 guards cut block. Your center stood up, and your tackles may have been standing up, and you just got to not dirt it there. I love that.
Yeah, I agree. Heads up play, just like the one he, the 20-yarder, he tucked it and ran. Great decisive quarterback play right there. He came out of that boot, saw nothing down the field, and just tucked it and ran. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was an explosive too, right? Wasn't it like 21-yard run or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah,
absolutely huge. I'm going to try to pull up this Jaden Reed play on Next Gen Stats. I want to get kind of an idea of what they ran there. Oh boy, a little cheap motion to bring him in almost like a wing spot there.
Yeah.
And kind of run like a double crosser just out the backside with a little wheel route. Beautiful. We'll put it up here in a second. But again, on the day, Josh Jacobs, 25 carries, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long of 38. Willis, 4 carries, 23 yards, that long of 20. Chris Brooks, Tim, you have the floor, sir. What about that guy there at the end, just playing like a freaking veteran, man?
Yeah, I'm over here scrolling through my the production folder looking for my drop.
My bad, man.
Where's my? There you go.
Here's the guy.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah, man, nothing like a guy having a pretty wide open shot at his first NFL touchdown, I believe, and taking it for the team, being smart, playing smart football at the end, and just eating it right there, inside the 5-yard line, wherever that was, 3-yard line. and then giving us the ability to basically take a veteran kicker and get him centered, get the ball exactly where he wants it. We'll have to check the tape. We saw a good snap afterwards and a pretty good hold as usual. Yeah, man, Chris Brooks set that up, but it's not just that play. He had a couple other nice plays offensively that maybe when we go through the all 22 and put together Chalk Talk, we might see a couple of those. Look good in some of the pass pro sets, blocking as well. And I've been impressed with him so far. He is the answer to Marshawn Lloyd right now. If Marshawn Lloyd's not going to see the field, then it's good to see a guy like Chris Brooks stepping up like this. It's huge, especially in a game like today, man, where everybody ran. Emmanuel Wilson had carries, Josh Jacobs had carries. I mean, this was a total running back room effort here by these guys, and it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Jarrell Lee with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. McManus started the season. We could be 8-0. Whew, it's a little stout. I know what you mean, though. I was thinking about it earlier today. Like, this guy, if you're inside 40 yards, like, were y'all nervous on that last kick at all?
Hell no.
It was just like, that ain't no problem. Well, and if it had been one of the other kickers, I would have been sitting there going, this ain't no gimme. There ain't no gimme right now. So just and great job, like I said, by the offense. Like I said, Chris Brooks, laying on the ball there at the end. I've seen people, online saying he should have never done that. Just take the touchdown. There's a reason they do it, gang. You literally give the other team zero shot at winning the ball game.
Did the Jaguars get the ball back?
Nope.
They
got not. Past the first down marker. They had one timeout or no timeouts. Yep. Used it up, and then we ran it down to 2 seconds.
The first down is what won the game for us.
Yep.
That's what it was. You get the first down, you get down. And, it looked a little tedious towards the end, but, it's just like you do in Madden, right? If you were in that situation on Madden, you're going to do the same thing, secure that dub, because, hey, you could try and push for the end zone there, and all of a sudden you get a ball punched out, and it's turned over or something crazy happens, and you blow your opportunity. So I applaud the Packers for handling it like that.
Or you score, Tim, they go down, get a big play, they score, go for 2 and win it,
Yep. Walk off. Yeah. See, that was that's exactly why you do that. Yep.
Yeah. We're awaiting Matt LaFleur.
I think he's live now.
Is he? I'm just showing
Emilio had it in there.
I'm just showing up media availability.
He didn't go up yet. All right.
He's not out there. He's making them wait. I don't blame him. I
would too. He's probably talking to Larry right now, asking him the key thing right after the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Jarrell, thank you for the super chat, bud. Man, you're spot on though, McManus. What a difference he's made, no doubt about it.
Sure.
Bernie in the chat says, I was so impressed with that Willis throw to Reed. Man, it was just on the money. Again, we kind of hit on it there a little bit, but it was definitely the play of the game, right? It's got to be the play of the game, don't you think? I mean, that if he doesn't hit on that throw, my God. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Edrin Cooper strip sack with the Devontae Wyatt hockey player hip check to
it was
sure the fumble was pretty good too. That's up there. But I'm a defensive guy. I'm biased, but offensively for sure, that one up the sideline to Bird was a thing of beauty, man. And Malik has like a kind of a unique delivery the way he throws. I don't want to call it unorthodox, but he's got his own style the way he throws the deep ball, and it was right on the money, man. It was awesome.
Tim, that Edrin Cooper fumble, that Devontae Wyatt, that's man ball. That's the man ball game in lacrosse right there. Someone's got to get man. Devontae said, "I got both. Don't worry, man. Let me just hip check this dude and fall on this thing. I got it."
That was awesome. Just a great defensive stand there, and in that moment, I mean, we had the play before that with the tip ball.
I thought Rashawn was going to catch that.
Yeah, Rashawn was getting a face mask at the time, so he lost where the ball was. It's crazy. we got Tupac LaFleur. Let's go.
All right, here we go at the podium with Coach LaFleur following this huge win here in Jacksonville.
I think it's always tough to go on the road and win this league. And our guys, we had multiple guys step up and have to go in the game that, maybe not necessarily were planning on going into the game. And I thought our coaching staff did a nice job making a lot of adjustments, and ultimately the players themselves being able to go in there and make the plays necessary to get the dub. Give Jacksonville a lot of credit. I think, we knew this was going to be a battle. There's too many good players over there, too many good coaches. You look at, they've lost 3 games now, 4 under 5 points. So, but I'm just really happy with our the effort of our group, the resiliency of our group. It's tough to do when, the momentum's swinging one way, and that's a crazy phenomenon. But the ability to go in there at the end of the game and make a humongous play to Jaden Reed there, and I got to give our guys a lot of credit. The guys up front blocking for him, Tucker Kraft coming around, Jaden Reed making the play, and to be able to win on a walk-off 2 weeks in a row is kind of crazy. I don't want it to continue to happen that way. I'd like to win outright, but because it's taken years off our lives. But no, I'm just really happy for our guys.
Do you have any idea the significance of Jordan's injury?
I do not. No idea. But obviously, high level of concern anytime a guy is in there, and he did it early in that first drive. And I think everybody could see him struggling to move around, and it got to a point where we didn't feel like, and he didn't feel like he could protect himself. So went with Malik, and can't say enough great things about Malik Willis, the job that he's able to do to go in there. The moment's never too big for him, and he made a lot of big time plays in this game, not only with his arm, but his ability to had a big pickup with his legs. I'm just really proud of our guys.
It's one thing to do it with the weeks. Not that it's easy, but he had a week worth of prep each of the previous two starts. But to do it like this, what did you and Tom, look like you guys were over there talking to him before he went out for that one series? What did you tell him? Just
kind of going through the plays that he felt most comfortable with. It's always hard when you turn to your backup quarterback, because all their reps are in practice, running the scout team. And so he didn't get any reps with the plan. Sean Mannion, Connor Lewis do a great job with staying with him post-practice to work on getting reps on air, but there's nothing like going out there and doing the real thing. And I thought, he played as well as we could ever expect him to. I thought he did a really nice job. Yes, it was. Well done, Pete. I'm impressed. Very well done.
What do you think of him having the confidence to do that in such a crucial?
Not only was it a can play, but it was a play that we didn't even have up in the game plan. That we talked about it on Tuesday. We thought there might be something there. Decided against it. And then, we ran the keeper earlier in the game, and Vrabel suggested it. He's like, hey, it looks like the play is there. And so we put it in on the sideline. So no reps in practice. I think that's a big time credit to our guys to be able to go out there and execute it. Jaden Reed, Tucker, the O-line, the backs, everybody's selling it. And then ultimately Malik making the throw. So that was a pretty cool one, probably one I'll never forget.
Thinking as he was doing that?
Yeah, I was just looking for the rotation. The rotation came down. We ran it was the exact same play, essentially 2 plays in a row, where we didn't get the look. They brought a nickel pressure on the first play, didn't get the look for it. And then the second play, they showed strong rotation, got the look, and the rest is history. But I'm so impressed by you, Pete. Really impressed. Great job.
Gotta love this dude, man.
Rob, are you jealous?
Rob the monster, you jealous?
I mean, yeah, that's a great job. Yeah, good job. You should be proud of him.
Do you surprise them with the shot downfield just because of all the...
And now he's telling his life story.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm sure they were thinking, like, what the heck are these guys doing? They're going to play for overtime. And I was just hoping that there was going to be strong rotation, and had a pretty good idea. I mean, with the amount of single safety they were playing throughout the course of the game, that there was a chance that we could get it. And we got it.
All right. So obviously there was Matt LaFleur. We may go back to the podium here in a minute if Malik Willis or I can't imagine Jordan Love's going to be doing a presser today. He's probably already getting a little bit of treatment and all that good stuff, I would imagine. So it'd be cool to hear from Malik Willis. That'd be awesome. So let's see. What's that?
Go ahead, Clay. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Clay.
I was just going to go to the chat. What do you got, man?
No, I was just going to say I like what Coach said about Malik Willis coming in And I mean, let's be real. This is our first experience with him in a true backup capacity. You know, he had 2 starts that he prepped for, that he was able to, you know, like Matt was saying, had game planned installed. Today, he had to kind of fly by the seat of his pants. They kind of winged it, and it worked out. It just shows how great of a player and how valuable he is to our team in this situation. So big props to Malik Willis, man.
Yeah, and that when you were texting us, Clay, that about, you know, getting Love out of there, the only thing that was holding me up was if he thinks he's good enough, they want to keep running the game plan with Love. And Matt said it there, you know, it's just switching up some of the plays. Not that Malik can't run them. It's just that, you know, he's more of, you know, underneath kind of thing. They have a different script for him. So maybe they wanted to stay on Love's a little longer. But again, I think what the key play was Malik running for that scramble, then running that read option to Jacobs, being able to just have that DN bite and hold him for a second for the threat of the run was absolutely key.
Yeah. And you've seen a little bit of the RPR too, like with the throw to Tucker Kraft, the fake read option. It was basically it was an RP. I'm thinking there was an RPO on the left. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, it was an RPR run pass run option where it's you can throw the pass right out of the gate. You can run the zone read, which becomes a read option, right? And then you've got a pass on the backside too. So it was like a fake read option, swing it out to Tucker. Tucker sold that thing like a Kirby vacuum cleaner too. I mean, it was just the way he bounced back like he got blew up, and it's I'm just over here in the flat. Touchdown. Just Matt was in his bag, no doubt. So someone asked here, and Jarrell, thank you for the super chat. I see you, buddy. We're going to get to it next. Greg Rice says, "Someone please explain delay of game on the defense." They described it. They described it on the telecast. Do you guys remember what they said? Because it's real fuzzy for me.
So in a nutshell, I guess this is a newer rule last couple of years. So, and it has to do with the line shifting. So when they're in the field goal formation, once you're down and you're set, if you watch that play, you'll see the left side of their line kind of do a double shift. Like 2 or 3 guys just kind of shift it over into their different gaps. And that by rule is illegal, and it's flagged, and it's considered a delay of game.
Right. Not a football move. It wasn't you weren't engaging. Everybody shifted left to try to catch him like on a false start or something. Yep.
So it's by rule, it's classified as delay a game on the defense. Because that was my reaction at first. Was like, how does defense even get a delay a game other than, you know, doing something crazy to impede play from progressing? But it's one of those by rule technical definitions, I guess. So yeah, that was that was awesome.
You know what that could have been? Could have been Rich watching tape all week and saying, "Hey, you know, they've been doing this shift. I need you to keep an eye on this. Like, they've been getting away with it. I know the NFL's been trying to stop it. Can you please look out for this, Mr. Official, please, sir."
Yep. And it could be telling your long snapper too, if you see that, snap the ball immediately. You know, make that movement happen. Maybe we can get a flag, and today it paid off.
Let's see here. Jarrell Lee with the super chat. Jags ferocious moving the ball against elite D. I think he's talking about moving the ball against our D, right?
Yeah.
Is that the way you guys taking that? You know, that's the thing too. This defense has been, since day one, listen, we're going to take the freaking ball away. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to win with this defense. It's not been we're going to shut the run down. It's not been we're going to shut the pass down. It's we're willing to give up big plays, but you're going to make mistakes, and we're going to make you pay for those mistakes. Xavier McKinney with his 6th interception of the year leads the NFL to the best of my knowledge. And then, of course, the Edgerrin Cooper stripped back, like Tim was saying, Devontae Wyatt throwing that. In my notes, I put Edgerrin Cooper strip sack, Wyatt hits lineman and recovers. Like, the way he did it was just absolutely awesome. And like, get your big ass out of the way. I need this football right here.
I love it, man. You talk about get off the bus guys, right?
Right.
Devontae Wyatt all day. That's who I'm getting into a bar fight with right there. I'll grab Devontae Wyatt and TJ Slayton. Let's go.
Like we were saying, you can give up one, but you have to stay positive in the turnover differential.
Bingo.
And that was so key. I know Matt preaches that all the time. Obviously, he's not happy that we gave up one. But if you do end up giving up one, we still have to stay positive, and the defense bailed us out.
Yeah. And for those of you who are wondering, here is the kind of the crucial stats. Middle 8, the Jaguars won 10-3. Turnover differential, the Green Bay Packers won 2-1. Explosive plays, 9-9 tie is what I've got charted here. You guys correct me if I'm off on that, but that's what I came up with. Obviously, the turnover differential, as we always say, is the most important statistic out of all of these. Next would be the explosives, then the middle eight. So obviously you win the most important one. You push on the second most important one. And, of course, you lost the middle eight. Again, it's 2 games in a row. They lose the middle eight, still get the win. Just absolutely wild. It's a testament to a good job coaching. There's no two ways about that.
Which is crazy. Did you see that stack? It was what was like maybe 5 minutes left in the second, right before the middle eight, but we had like 185 yards to their 20. They still hadn't converted a third down. We had it. We just started slipping away a little bit.
I think our D was just gassed by the time. You talk about it being hot out there, and the type of grinder of a game it was. You could see guys were starting. They were running on fumes by the end of that game, both sides of the ball for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Dan in the chat says a pregame photo of not having 85 represented on National Tight End Day. Tuck you. We got the best tight end in the NFL. Mr. Dan coming in here with the heater tonight. I love it, man.
I love it,
Dan. You are the man. I don't mean to rhyme. I do it all the time. So here's the Malik Willis touchdown to Jaden Reed. I'm just going to try to walk it through step by step here. So obviously Jaden Reed comes out and they pre-snap a line to what we would call a dub set. So this is 11 gun, dub nasty, strong left. All right. Actually, it ain't gun. I'm sorry. 11 ace, dub nasty, strong left. And then they're going to cheat motion over Jaden to kind of that wing spot there on the right next to Zach Tom, which kind of be considered a tight end position if you want to break it down to the maximum there. And obviously he's just going to kind of turn this into a wheel route. You see number 5 step up, number 6 shifts over, so they're showing single high middle field close. Let's see if we can read if it's man coverage or not. It's definitely man coverage. So we got a cover 1 look, cover 1 hole is what this is looking like to me. And obviously
Scoot.
Jaden just absolutely cooks number 5, man. Could have been like a cover 3 zone match, but I'm pretty sure that's cover 1, man.
Scoot's route, though, is everything on there. Look at 9.
This is what we talk about, right, Tim? When everybody's like, hey, why ain't he catching the ball? Why ain't he getting more involved? Look at the attention that number 9 garners here. He's got 1, 2 guys on him. That third kind of passes over him. He's showing pre-snap like they're taking him away. But Jaden Reed, like he was just shot out of a cannon there on that play. So
and Romeo did the same thing too. He pulled his corner. But look at his route. He ran that route 5 times today. I think he caught the ball on it 3 times. You're running into the hash marks, pulling that safety, bend it outside, and it's just wide.
Poor number 5. And it's like he was passing it off to 23 there too. So I'm really trying to figure out what's going on there because 5 almost just kind of lets him, maybe he just understands I'm cooked. I
thought 5 was covering Tucker at first when he came down and Tuck slid across. So I think they might have had a miscommunication because then I think 22 was supposed to pick up when Tucker slid across and he ends up blocking. 22 comes down. And I think they might have tried to switch there.
Hold up a minute. What the hell's going on here, boys? I need y'all to really focus in on this.
The O-line's not even doing anything. They're just
did they report? Is it possible they could have reported Rasheed Walker as eligible? And we're trying to run a screen pass to Sheed? What the hell's going on there? Look at this. Or did he just get beat by 41? He was just trying to chase him out.
I think he got beat by 41.
Because the offensive line is setting up for like a screen pass. You see what I'm saying?
Dude.
Do you see this or am I drunk?
I see it. No, I'm seeing it.
I see it. I'm just.
What the hell? Somebody give me the Vince Lombardi. What the hell's going on out here? I need to know. This is
crazy. Go back to pre-snap, though. Where was. So he's in like a wide 9, 41, right? What is he? So
we got to focus it. Well, we'll watch it on the tape, but I can't wait to see these linemen over there looking at each other off to the side. Like, what was the play call?
Is that what happened? Did the O-line run block on a pass play? Is that what we just saw?
I don't think that's run blocking because they're not blocking anybody. And look at our boy Sean Ryan, how far out he gets. He's just like a no man's land. So they definitely canned on this play. So maybe they canned out of a screen and those linemen didn't get the can. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. I'm trying to. This makes no sense at all. But it looks like a screen pass was going to Rasheed Walker on the next gen stats. Could you imagine?
You think he picks up the first down if we threw it to him?
Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, he would still be running, but yeah, we pick up the first down.
I mean,
Look, he'd have Elton Jenkins, Josh Myers, and Sean Ryan out in front blocking for him, though.
Yeah. And poor Zach Tom. What is Zach? The whole
Zach Tom
line
went to go get a burrito or something. He took a break.
You know what? You know what it looks like now that we kind of look at it here? This is split flow, isn't it, Emilio?
That's what I was thinking. I think they were really trying to sell the run, but they only end up bringing two. I mean, Zach Tom and Tucker Kraft are the only two people blocking anyone that's rushing Malik right now.
What a fun play, dude. It probably wasn't supposed to go like that, but still, nonetheless, man, that's a fun play. So, obviously, that was, I think, the play of the game for me personally. I don't know how you guys feel, but just Malik Willis canning out of the run and going to the pass. I'm assuming he canned out of a run. He could have been canning out of another pass to get into that pass, right? J. Cole says, LOL, I saw that, Clayton. That's the first time I noticed it. I never realized that there was 3 offensive linemen over there trying to get a hot dog on the sideline while the play was going in the opposite direction. Just absolutely wild. Let's see. What was that? Well, I hope we didn't get hit with a copyright there. Some music playing, and I'll show you why. Oh, my gosh. What do you see this? This show is completely off the rails. I don't care, though. Look, so there was music playing in the background. I didn't know why, but look, Packers just tweeted that out. For those of you on the pod, they're just showing sunglasses falling over Malik Willis's eyes here. So you got to love it, man. We
got him at the podium, right?
Oh, let's do it. Here we go. Malik Willis at the podium. Let's get it.
What did you see, and did you have any qualms about
it's coming? Be patient.
No, we try to just take it one play at a time, and we were looking for this certain look, and we didn't get it the first time. Actually, we ran it twice, and we just ran the first play, and then we ran it again, and we got the look we were looking for, and we just came right into it. It was perfect. You love to see it.
Is that the guy you expect to play on that now?
It's a mix. You know, you got different looks. You try to, read it true, and I feel like Jay Reed popped open, and I'm glad we got it to him.
I know, Malik, you're obviously always ready to go in, and you're kind of on even more high alert just when you saw Jordan kind of looking around.
Damn, how long are these questions?
That's got to be Wildy.
Try not to even, think those thoughts. You just try to stay in the game one play at a time, and I just trying to stay focused and stay composed and stay in the game as far as what plays are going in, what are we getting from the defense, and just staying locked into the game. I feel like that's the, route I wanted to take.
How many snaps do you get with the ones in the week? Is it like 1 or 2 or 3? It's a really low number each day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's none. Yeah. That's you need the starter. He needs all the reps, and you get your reps on scout, and you get your reps in ND, and you just do what you can to use those mental reps and do whatever you can to be ready if called upon.
So what do you think of what you've done for this team? This is 3 games now where you've had to play in 3 games that you won.
It doesn't have nothing to do with me. I'm just grateful for the opportunity given to me by God. Jesus did way more than I do, so I just lean on that thought, and this is a game at the end of the day, and I just lean on that fact, and it helps me to get through and not really stress over it. I mean, it's definitely important. It's a high-stress job, but at the same time, the Lord blessed me with disability. I just got to utilize it and have fun with it.
How do you not love this dude, man?
Malik Willis for president 2028. Let's go.
On any given play, you can take off. Do you think that helps the run game, the threat that you might keep the ball and go around in?
I'm not sure. We have to look at the film and check it out and see if it worked. But more than anything, I just try to take what they give us when given the opportunity. If not, try to open up holes for those guys, carrying out fakes and whatnot, just doing all the things that take no talent.
Malik, obviously, when they score and tie up the game, you're getting the ball back with a buck 40, whatever, on the clock. Just what are your thoughts in that moment as you're going out on the field, going into the huddle for that situation?
I mean, it's 2-minute drill, just like, every snap that you get in camp, like you get in, each week when we go 2-minute. And even though I didn't get those reps this week, taking those mental reps, seeing how Jordan operates and how Matt's calling it, just trying to understand that he's calling each play with a purpose and try to think on the same page as him as far as what we're trying to do with whatever play we call. And just continuing to stack positive plays and get a drive going. All we needed was 3 at that point. We could possibly kill the clock a little bit once we got in field goal range, as we did. And you love to see an executed situation of the whatever we call that situation. I ain't gonna tell you.
The 2-minute practice during the season, it's ones versus ones, right?
Right.
So when's the last time you've never done a 2-minute drill with this team in practice then?
The weeks I've started.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, those 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
So did that help a lot? Did you feel a lot more comfortable in that than you think you otherwise?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, even though they're not the same system as far as defense goes, just the operation and getting in and out of huddle, getting comfortable with the play calls. And like I said, the mental reps, watching Jordan go out and do it every week. He does a great job, as you see in the last game. We go and get that drive that set up the game-winning field goal. So that was awesome.
The touchdown run by Jacobs, the 38-yarder. It looked from upstairs like he made some really nifty moves to find some open field.
Jesus.
They look nifty to me too. It was awesome. I love to see him go out there and do his thing. As you see, he's a great running back. He's doing a great job for us, and I'm glad he got his first receiving touchdown last week.
God, that dude's just such a team player, man. You got to love that guy, man. My gosh.
I want to be best friends with Malik Willis. Like, what a cool dude. That's the kind of dude you want to hang out with, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Good to see you, Mike Berry. Appreciate you swinging through, buddy. Let's go back to the chat. Respect Orange is number 2, undefeated. That's pretty wild to think about.
Big.
Malik Willis, undefeated, 3-0 this year. Dobby said, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Eric Sutherland, Willis is an outstanding young man. Glad he's a Packer. There's no two ways about it. And keep in mind, one of the reasons that they landed him is the guy who was the GM that drafted him in Tennessee, real good friends with Brian Gutekunst. So obviously that guy gets fired, ran out of town, a new regime comes in. They don't want to keep Malik Willis. I guarantee you Goody went to that guy who used to be on the Packers staff and was like, hey, tell me about Malik. And I guarantee you he was like, this dude's a stand-up kid, blah, 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 blah. Probably just a bad situation. I guarantee you the Titans wish they still had him. There's no two ways about that. And that's what 2-0 for this is. Titans have lost plenty of games, but losing Willis is their biggest loss.
So true.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And then Randy Cleaver says when Willis came in, the team pepped up. I seen that too. Now, I don't think it's an indictment on Jordan Love by no stretch of the imagination. I think they realize, man, Jordan can't do nothing right now. Like he can barely freaking stand up.
It's like LaFleur said when he said that Jordan felt like he couldn't protect himself out there. That was when it was time. Like you knew. And we can't gloss over the fact that, man, can we just talk about how tough as hell Jordan Love is?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, he gritted. He basically played until they had to pull him, until he literally was done on the sideline. And you got to respect that kind of grit and that toughness and that heart. And, that's what keeps a team in a ball game when QB1 goes down. And I think you're right. I think the team getting hyped up and pepped up when Malik came into the game was them rallying around their backup and letting him know that, hey, we got you. Let's go out here and get this dub. This is a team playing for each other from the last guy on the bottom of this roster all the way up to QB1. It doesn't matter, man. These guys are a team, and you saw that today for sure.
And he also knew when to cap it, even when he was hurt. So, I'm going to fight through it, but it's not working. There's a better chance with Malik. We're all a team here. Finish it out strong. He was sitting right next to him going through the pictures right afterwards,
Yeah. Felipe in the chat going off says, how much more expensive can it be? One
doggone Mike.
One doggone it microphone to hand over to the journalist. Jeez, oh Pete, man, I'm with you, Bob. I don't get it.
I like too old for this as response. You see that one?
No, what did he say? This one? They can at least buy a megaphone for the reporters at Harbor Freight for $29.99. Harbor Freight sponsored the show. All right, we see you out there.
Great team win pack. I'm out. I'm heading to dinner. I love it. We needed it against the Jags. We got a big week coming up, though, right? Lions this week. Let's live it up. We got
Victory Monday tomorrow.
Thank you, Tim. Victory Monday coming up. And just a great team win. Let's get back up north and see what it does the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Definitely appreciate you, Emilio. Get out of here. You don't want to be here.
Don't forget to spin the pink.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, yeah. We got you, man. We got you.
See ya.
Get the hell out of here. Don't tell us what to do. Tell us how.
Sit your butt outside.
The sound for this is the Packers are leaving the stadium.
I love it. Yeah, Devontae. There's my dude.
Like Carrington say. We need that drop. We need that quick video cut just to randomly pop up on the show.
Oh, I love it.
Get that one in the
Scoot,
pocket
look at
there.
Scoot.
Yeah.
Big game for him today, man. Under the radar, huge game. Had a couple of just absolute monster grabs, including another hospital ball that he took a shot on a looked like he was running a crosser or something. But great run block on that Josh Jacobs touchdown. Man, you got to give Scoot his props in this game. I mean, I don't know what's going to show up on the PFF grades and the stat sheets or whatever, but Christian Watson was instrumental in this win today.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. There was a play where Christian Watson had a huge block down the field. Was it the Josh Jacobs
touchdown? Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you just kind of toward the back end of the play, you see him just kind of wall off, body off the guy. But before that, my man had him locked down, dude. Like that's what Scoot does, man. So glad he's a Green Bay Packer. Let's shift gears to the Xavier McKinney interception here. Again, they had obviously had the Jaguars backed up pretty far. This to me looks like it's a Tampa 2 match call. And what's cool is, you've seen Quay match the number 2 being 13 right here. If I can get my cursor, number 13 is your number 2. So this is 1, 0 is 1, 13 is 2. So if the 2 goes vert, that means whoever's got Tampa 2 responsibilities, that turns into man coverage down the seam. Okay. So essentially you've got 2 deep halves in zone coverage. Everyone's dropping underneath. And if the 2 goes vert, then the linebacker who has the Tampa responsibilities will run vertical with him. That was Eric Wilson on this play. So on this play here specifically, you've actually got Eric Wilson and Isaiah McDuffie on the field. And watch Wilson just flip his hips and run with this Tampa 2. And again, this is Xavier McKinney interception. So look at him. Just flip his hips and go.
Yep.
Great job keeping up. Took that window away. And then the beautiful thing about this would be technically invert Tampa 2 because you've got our boy McKinney playing so far up. He's kind of playing that spur safety in the box, number 29. So he's got deep half responsibilities. And right here, he's 5 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He's just going to turn and go. He knows he's got the seam covered, gets eyes on the QB, just pick the ball off.
Absolutely. Really, all he had to do was sit down and, keep his eyes on the quarterback. He was kind of – it's like a 2-for-1. And you're right. It's all Eric Wilson here holding that coverage, which is what kind of – I don't want to say he rerouted was that Kirk 13? I don't know if he rerouted them, but the coverage was so good that, X just had to sit down. It was beautiful. If
this is a normal cover 2 call here, then that means that Eric Wilson and McDuffie are just sitting in curl hooks, right?
Right.
So if they're sitting in a curl hook right there, they're just covering the middle. The ball is going to go down the seam. So I guarantee you this play action, that is what Trevor Lawrence is looking at. Like, okay, let's hammer the seam. Then when he sees 45 flip his hips, crap, I got to go the opposite direction with this ball. And look who's bearing down on him, too, by the way. Look at Kenny beating a double team and Devontae Wyatt pressing the outside. They ran a little TE stunt on the outside. Wyatt comes free. You got kind of our boy LVN kind of engaging, allowing Kenny to penetrate, and then he's going to get back over and protect this rushing lane outside is what you'll see with LVN.
Same thing with JJ and Agbari, 55, occupying a blocker, Devontae Wyatt able to sneak in there. Yep. Beautiful.
Definitely. Just a great play call. Again, man, Tampa 2 just keeps popping up, and here's another play where zone defense gets the interception. We've been charting that all year long. I think it's 7-2 right now on interceptions. This will make it 8-2 after today. That you've got 8 zone coverages forcing interceptions and only 2 man coverage calls forcing interceptions. So I think it's important to kind of keep our finger on the pulse with that type of stuff for sure. I'm going to check back with the Packers again. I want to hear the locker room and when it comes available, if it does. I don't see anything yet, though, so might be a little bit. So let's go back to the box score, Tim. That's cool with you. Keep an eye on you got anything marked in the chat you want to hit on real quick?
Yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting here. We got IROC in the chat. First undefeated October for the Packers in a while.
Holy cow.
So yeah, we are 4-0 in October.
I didn't even think about that, man. That's pretty wild there.
Pretty
and
good.
Again, you're in that 12 to 13 win range now, right? I mean, you're 8 games in, and this is the blueprint for winning 12 games, right? Just go 3.
My 14-3 still on the table.
Hey, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. It's just crazy too, because if you were to say, hey, you're going to miss your starting quarterback for 3 games this year, you're probably going 9 to 10 wins at most.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And here we are winning all 3 without J-Lo. That's just wild to think about and how this team rallied together and got the freaking job done. But, yeah, great pull there, IROC. Appreciate you putting that up there, man. So, again, we already talked about the running backs. Let's go down to the receivers. Tucker Kraft on National Tight End Day leads the Packers with 3 catches for 78 yards. He only targeted 3 times, caught 3 for 78 yards and a touchdown. We had a guy in the YouTube comments said the Tucker Kraft yak is misleading because that 166-yard play, if you take that away, then he's just average at yak. Well, we'll take that one away, and now you got you a 67-yarder this year or this game. So
it's like, why would you take it away? Is it not yards after? Like, why would that not count?
Listen.
He caught a ball in the flat and ran it 60 yards down the field. We don't count that one. That's literally the definition of yak.
You can't count that. That's just crazy. And I don't understand it, man.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But anyway, Tucker Kraft, 3 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown, long as 67 on 3 targets. Romeo Doubs was targeted 6 times, had 3 catches for 72 yards. Also in the notes, there was a penalty that our boy Romeo Doubs forced too.
Yes.
And it was a long penalty too. Where's it at here? I know I charted. I know I put it down.
That was a PI.
Yeah, right. It was it was a big gainer too. What was it for, like 20 some yards? Yeah, there it is. 21 yards. Yeah.
Yep.
So he drawed a 21-yard pass interference. Guys, those are just as important as those explosive plays, right?
That might be a good one for Chalk Talk, because he if you watch the route that he ran there, he added a little flavor to that route at the top, and that's what caught the DB. The DB had to kind of grab, and then Rome just sold it. It was just a heads-up play right there in that situation. I thought Rome had a really, really good game when Jordan, ultimately had to step out of there. I think that's when things kind of went downhill. Rome had that drop late in the game. But still, what a great performance from him. Another Mr. Reliable, except for the one drop today. I mean, kudos to Romeo Doubs for yet another great game.
Yeah. And the other thing too is, like, we talked about going into this game that both Tucker Kraft and Jaden Reed were in the top 5 in the entire National Football League in yak yardage, right, per reception. Tucker Kraft, it's going up again, and so is Jaden Reed's there with that 55-yarder. Obviously, a lot of yards after the catch there. Jaden Reed targeted 3 times, 2 catches, 55 yards with a 51-yarder as well. Christian Watson targeted 6 times, 4 catches, 39 yards. Tay Wicks, only 2 targets, caught both of them, 11 yards, and had a crucial 3rd down conversion there.
Yes.
I think that was in the 3rd quarter that he made that, and it kept the drive alive, and that led to the Josh Jacobs 38-yard touchdown. So you look at this is where stats are misleading. You look at the stats for Dontavion Wicks and go, well, he just caught 2 balls for 11 yards. If he doesn't catch that 3rd down conversion, that Josh Jacobs 38-yard touchdown doesn't happen, and we're probably losing this game by 4 points.
It almost looked like he cut a route down because the coverage softened up, and it's like, I don't know if he was going to run a post or something, but it looked like he turned it into a curl. And, Malik just hammered that throw. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see on defense, man. Edgerrin Cooper, get him on the damn field. Guys, we have our mock backer. We have our dime mock backer. This is the future of the Packers at the linebacker position right here. Edgerrin Cooper, 9 tackles, 1 sack. Was a strip sack, by the way, which led to a turnover. That play won us the turnover differential, essentially 2-1. And he also had a tackle for a loss. Edgerrin Cooper, there was another play too where I've got it, where he actually covered in Tampa 2 down the seam. I'm trying to think of where it was.
Oh, but,
there it is. Had that pass break up deep down.
Oh my gosh, that was a catch.
Huge.
That ball was caught. So even beat, he was basically beat by a step and a half. Kirk had him beat, and here's our rookie linebacker finishing the play and getting that fist in there at the end and punching that ball out of there. And it's tough to see, you talk about Christian Kirk being one of these guys we talked about pregame, being a veteran dude kind of on the line, or the twilight of his career, so to speak. And to see him go down, that looks like a broken collarbone or something crazy. That's just tough. And that wasn't Cooper. That was just Kirk hitting the ground after going airborne. But what a great play by Edge Cooper, man. This guy is just jumping off the tape every time you watch him. And I'm with you, man. He's the mic as far as I'm concerned. I think it's official now.
Yeah. And again, that was in a Tampa 2 look too. So that last year, what kept popping up all year long on Chalk Talk and us breaking down film and stuff, Tim, it was slot cross on offense and dagger, wasn't it?
Yep.
This year, what keeps popping up, this new Halfley defense, Tampa 2, Tampa 2, Tampa 2. He is running the hell out of Tampa 2, and boy, is it working, man. really exciting to see Edgerrin Cooper grow into the player he's going to be. And look at Eric Wilson. We just showed you on the Xavier McKinney pick. He flipped his hips in Tampa 2, covered the seam, which forced Trevor Lawrence to throw into coverage, and Xavier McKinney picked that pass off. Not only did he cover well there in that Tampa 2, but he also had a tackle for a loss. He also had 9 tackles. So, I mean, it's Eric Wilson and Edgerrin Cooper, man. Keep them on the field. Keep them on the field too otherwise. Isaiah McDuffie obviously had 8 tackles as well. Pretty good game there. Xavier McKinney, 6 tackles plus the interception. Javon Bullard, 5 tackles. But Bullard, once Evan Williams went out with the injury, was it a groin injury too, Tim? Am I thinking right?
Hamstring, I think they said for Williams.
Yeah.
So, I felt like Bullard looked a little better once you get back in the safety spot there next to X. And then they moved Key back into the slot, right? Is that what they did?
I'm assuming they did because they pointed out they had Carrington Valentine on the outside, right? I think that's how that played out.
I think it was him and Stokes kind of split reps on the outside. Yeah.
Which is what they were doing before they moved Bullard to the slot. But yeah, Bullard had a rough day. I'm expecting a really bad grade for him.
Coverage for sure was bad.
Yeah, definitely. Which we know that's a weak spot of his game. But Evan Williams going out, man, it kind of shows you how important Evan Williams is to this defense, doesn't it, man?
It really does. It really does. And it also shows, what kind of value having Keyshawn on the boundary, allowed us to do defensively. I think Hafley's hands were a little bit more tied, having to kind of, you got Stokes and Valentine splitting reps, and then you've got Bullard back in the, playing back in the secondary, kind of changes the dynamic of, what you had planned on calling. And I sent you a text in our little group chat during the game. I said, man, Hafley's just launching every rocket he has on that call sheet towards the end. And it was kind of tough to watch because it wasn't working. We were still getting dog walked down the field, and they scored a touchdown. But luckily this team found a way to make plays when they needed to down the stretch, and we got the dub. But I'm just excited about this defense. I think Bullard is going to prove to be a very valuable player on this defense going forward, but he's going to need time to develop his coverage skills if we want to use him in the slot as regular as it seems to be like we want to use him. And maybe that's just a way that we needed to get Evan Williams onto the field, right? That was just the first kind of reaction is I'll put Bull down in the slot. Well, maybe we got to put Bullard somewhere else, or maybe Bullard has to be in that number 2 safety spot, and we've got to find maybe Evan Williams can play the slot. Who knows? I mean, having too much talent is a good problem, right?
Yeah, no, it is, man. It is for sure. And with Bullard, it may take time for him to pick it up at this next level, right? Yep. In the meantime, though, you got Evan to fill in back there, and obviously he's going to be your starting safety, and you mix and match Bullard where you need to. But just the fact that you got out with another win here is wild, man. It really is, because, again, the turnover differential is the most important thing, but losing the middle 8 and then pushing on the explosives, it's huge, man, that you can win these kind of games. It's just battle tested. Every week we see them win a game a different way. You know what I mean? Like today you had to win it with the backup quarterback in, and you had to lean on Josh Jacobs. And when they took Josh Jacobs away, you needed Malik Willis to make one play, and that's exactly what he did, man. So, really exciting for the future for sure. Keyshawn Nixon had 4 tackles. LVN had 3 tackles, 1 for a loss on that run stuff. I remember seeing that. Kenny Clark with 3 tackles. Let's see. Evan Williams ended up with 2 tackles before he got taken out of the game. I seen Rashawn Gary, if I remember correctly, 5 pressures, might have been 4. 1 was iffy, but I'm thinking he finished today at 5 pressures. So he continues to lead the Packers in pressures. I'm going to show this play real quick too. This was the Eric Wilson sack, just to kind of understand, all right, exactly what happened on this play. It was once again one of those middle linebacker twists. So you see they're running a delay blitz here, okay? And they wait till the last second to mug it up. Now we're going to mug the A-gap, they being 45 and 56, which is Edgerrin Cooper and our boy Edgerrin Cooper and Eric Wilson. So what's going to happen is Edge is going to cross over the face of the center and take the blockers, and he's going to try to sneak out the backside and play contain. And the reason he's going to try to play contain to the left because Rashawn Gary's pinning his ears back, and he's going to actually go after the quarterback on this play. Same thing with, I think it's Enigbare or maybe even LVN. But nonetheless, they're going to run that twist in the middle, and then you see LVN and Enigbare collapse the pocket. But look at Gary get back here. And you see, I mean, that there's probably 3 players that qualify on Next Gen Stats as having a pressure on that play. But, again, Edgerrin Cooper being the selfless player and freeing it up for Eric Wilson to get another sack. Man, that's 2 weeks in a row with a sack for Eric Wilson. That's wild.
And that's just amazing how the team effort there up front just collapsed that pocket immediately. I mean, the pocket didn't really even develop. I mean, that's just insane.
And it's just that double A-gap mug, and it looks to me like they're in cover one man. Yeah, so they're blitzing, right? They're firing 6. So this is what you would call cover one. You could call it a number of different things. Cover one double fire, cover one Will Mike fire. Some people use different double barrel blitz. They'll call it that, or double barrel twist, which means you're bringing 6 there with the inside linebackers. It's not a fire zone, it's man coverage. So on that play there, Tim, you had Keyshawn Nixon kind of playing the slot. You had Keyshawn Nixon playing the slot. Jair was corner left. And then on the right side, you had our boy Eric Stokes over there. And I'm trying to see, yes, check this out, man. Look at 29. Look at Xavier McKinney come down here pre-snap. He is showing he's going to safety blitz off the right side. And as soon as the ball is snapped, he's actually going to drop back and cover 1 deep down the center. And our boy Evan Williams is actually going to come up and play man coverage on the tight end. I mean,
that's why Fabio had to hold the ball there.
Oh, yeah.
He had to pat the ball because he saw that. He saw 29 flash out of there. And that's probably all he saw, and then he got sacked.
Yeah. And Eric Wilson closed quick, too, man. What a great play call there from Jeff Hafley once again. Just absolutely awesome. So we're going to cover all this extensively on Tuesday for Chalk Talk. Obviously, tomorrow will be a Victory Monday. Really excited about that. It's my highlight every week, man. When the Packers get a big win, there's nothing better than Victory Monday. We'll be breaking down all the PFF grades, talking about how we disagree with them, all that good stuff, right? Like we always do. So that's what makes it enjoyable. All right, see, there was something else I wanted to do before we do our giveaway. Let's go around the league real quick. Is that cool with you, Tim? I like doing this every week for the post-game show. Is that all right?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Always feels good after getting the dub, you know?
Exactly. So
look at that. The Bears are losing.
Yes, they are. They're down 6-0 right now. They got the ball currently. Jaden Daniels is playing, but let's go around the league.
The Bears still suck.
Absolutely awesome. All right, so the Eagles travel to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. They end up winning big time there, 37-17, as they improved to 5-2. That was one of the NFC teams we wanted to lose, obviously, for the playoff race, but they get the win. Look at the Browns upsetting the Baltimore Ravens at home. The 2-6 Browns beat the 5-3 Baltimore Ravens 29.
Jameis Winston's got them boys hype.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man.
Seriously, like this is impressive what he's doing right now. If they can hang on for this one.
Yeah, Detroit Lions absolutely boat race the Titans at home, 52-14. So the Lions are definitely looking like the best team in the league. Really excited to use that game next week as a measuring stick for this young Packers team. Arizona Cardinals get a big win on the road as they win 28-27. They improved to 4-4. Let's see, the Patriots beat the Jets. The 2-6 Patriots beat the Jets 25-22. The New York Jets are now 2-6. Newsflash, it wasn't Robert Saleh. So,
wow,
man, this is it. I hate this how Aaron goes out, but hey, I'm thinking this is the last year.
No team in the NFL is going to do a trade with Goody ever again after watching what they're seeing happen.
Maybe spitting my drink out.
Good luck, Goody, trying to make a trade.
Respect Orange's fire Saleh again. Oh my God, I love it. All right, Falcons and the Buccaneers. This was a huge game here. Obviously, the Bucs were real banged up. They lost Chris Godwin. I don't think Mike Evans was playing either. But Kirk Cousins looks like he threw 4 touchdown passes in this game as they beat the Buccaneers in Tampa 31-26. The Falcons improved to 5-3. The Bucs now drop to 4-4. So the Falcons are in the driver's seat in the NFC South as it sits right now. Obviously, the Packers beat the Jaguars 30-27. We improved to 6-2. The Colts drop a tough one there to the Houston Texans on the road, 23-20 as the Texans improved to 6-2. The team we just beat was one of the best teams in the league, no doubt about it.
Another close one though. That's something we both have in common, right? Back to back here, tough games coming down to the wire against opponents that, for all intents and purposes, you should boat race. But like you said, Clayton, any given Sunday, we keep seeing it right now.
No doubt about it. And then, of course, on Thursday night, the Vikings dropped a 10-point loss to the LA Rams. So the Vikings are now sitting at 5-2. The Packers are at 6-2. We're 1 week away from heading into the bye. So obviously that'll straighten out that that total there as we move forward. So currently going on in the league, games that are in progress. You've got the Chargers beating the Saints 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. You've got the Bills beating the Seahawks.
Let's go Yankees!
The Bills beating the Seahawks 7-3. We definitely Bills fans today. We want the Seahawks to drop that. They're sitting at 4-3 right now. The Panthers are losing to the Broncos currently, 14-7. The Broncos are at a 4-3 record. Now it's amazing. I hear people talk about the Broncos. You think they were absolute dog crap, but sitting at 4-3, possibly going to 5-3. Man, it's not a bad turnaround there for them. You got the Raiders beating the Chiefs 10-7.
For now.
Yeah, for now. We know how that goes, right? Yeah, well, there you go. He's on his way. And then, of course, the most important score of the day for us, the Washington Commanders are currently leading the Chicago Bears 6-0, and it looks like the Commanders just got the ball back there in Chicago territory. Did we just witness an interception maybe? Let's go to the box score.
The Bears still suck.
It was a turnover on down. So 4th and 1, Caleb Williams, short pass right to DJ Moore. It was caught, but no gain, so they got a 4th down stop there. God, it's so greasy every time, man. So currently it's in the second quarter, 7:21 left. Caleb Williams, 2 of 6 for 17 yards. He's been sacked already too. So we will keep our eye on that game for sure. Jaden Daniels, 6 of 13, 111 yards so far. And obviously they've kicked a couple field goals. I would imagine they're leading 6-0. So that's just kind of a quick look around the league for you guys and gals. If I can get back to the rest of the box score, where did it go?
Here's the score.
Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. And then as far as our Sunday night game of the week, you on Peacock, NBC, you've got the Cowboys at 3-3 traveling to the 49ers who are 3-4. My, how the mighty have fallen, Tim.
Yeah, interesting.
Couple horrible records right there, right? So
yeah, 2 teams you thought would be, NFC powerhouses. It shows you how tough it is to win in the NFL. It really does. And nobody's immune to injuries. Everybody's banged up across the league right now. So, it'll still be a great game tonight, though. Looking forward to that one for sure.
Yeah. All right, you ready to do a giveaway?
Yes, sir. You know it.
All right, let's do it here. Let's see if we can get this set up to where y'all can see it. All right. We are giving away an autographed rookie card of Romeo Doubs. All right. It says 19 of 35. So there's only 35 of this. This is a rookie card by Leaf, and it was donated by United Bates. We appreciate him as always.
Thanks, Bates.
Obviously donating to the show. If we go full screen, how's that look? A little bit better, I guess. All right. 2-0 for this, getting his comment in early. Rigged. Eric Sutherland, rigged. Everybody knows it's rigged, right?
You already know who's not winning tonight, then. There you go.
Exactly. Screwed that up.
Here's the guy.
So what we're going to do, too, we got everybody in here who are members, are YouTube members on the channel, as well as Patreon members, okay? If you want to join our Patreon group, you can scan that QR code in the upper right. That'll send you to patreon.com/Packer Fan Total Access. We got awesome chat group in there, multiple chat rooms, I should say. Dating myself, they're saying chat rooms, right? We got multiple chats for the children out there.
Got your modem hooked up over there?
Yeah, my dial up. Make the noise for me if you can. No, don't try it. So obviously, we get in there, we talk football, we tie it into Chalk Talk. We got a really, really cool community growing over there. Scan that QR code. You can join one of the 3 tiers. If you're one of those 3 tiers, you will have your name put on this wheel when we do giveaways, as well as a member on YouTube too. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle it up a couple times just to make sure, Tim, everybody knows we ain't doing anything funky. There's 1, 2, 3 shuffles. All right, Aaron Rodgers at the top since he's absolute dog food this year. We're going to shuffle it one more time. We can't have Aaron Rodgers at the top.
Yeah, get that pinky aligned there.
How about these hands?
All right, we're going to spin it 3 times in case the winner doesn't come forward. We want to make sure we can give this to someone. All right, here we go. Tim, you ready?
Yes, sir. Big money, no whammy. Let's go. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
And the winner of the autographed rookie card, Romeo Doubs, is Michael Herman. Michael Herman. Would the real Michael Herman please step up? All right. So there is your winner. Now we're going to spin it, like I said, 2 more times in case that was someone that got their membership gifted to them, right? And they don't come forward and get the prize. We'll give it to the next winner, which is – who's it going to be, Tim? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Samantha. That should be an easy one to find, right?
Yeah. Very unique name, should be easy to find her.
Got to be a YouTube member for sure. All right, one more time, just for good measure, and we'll get everybody out of here, man. This is a fun post-game
Let's see
show.
if we get Eric Sutherland one time here.
Just once, right? Just
once.
Who is it? Pack her up. All right. So, again, the winner of the Romeo Dobbs rookie card that is autographed, only 35 of them. This is number 19 on it. The winner is Michael Herman. So, Michael Herman.
Who?
As soon as you hear this, God almighty, that broke me up. As soon as you hear this, reach out, shoot me a text message or an email. The text message line is 865-658-5824, or email us packerstotalaccess@gmail.com. We'll just do a couple of quick checks to make sure you are who you say you are, and we'll get that card sent out to you. So Michael Herman is the winner. Second place was Samantha. Third place was Packer Up. If we don't hear from Michael Herman, then we'll just go in line of those drawings there. Appreciate y'all supporting the show. As always, you guys and gals are awesome. So, Bates, thank you, buddy. He says, congrats, Michael, Samantha, or Packer Up, LOL. Thank you so much for donating the cards. Bates, you are the man, buddy. Seriously.
Awesome.
All right, Tim, you got anything else, bud?
No, just excited that we got a team win. This is exactly where we wanted to be. 6-2 going into the biggest game of our year so far, at home against the Lions. I will be in attendance. I'm fired up for this one. We got a nooner, get the early morning tailgate going at 1265 in lot 1. And we're going to beat Detroit at home for a change. Let's get it done at Lambeau this year. But I'm going to enjoy Victory Monday tomorrow. We got plenty of time to break down the matchups with Detroit. We got to enjoy this win, get ready for Chalk Talk on Tuesday, and just enjoy Victory Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Go Pack, go.
Yeah, we're going to drag this one out as long as we can. The plan this week is Victory Monday, PFF grades, and just kind of talking about the stuff that we learned from the game, through the first step of the process. And then Tuesday will be Chalk Talk Tuesday, where we'll break down the most important plays of the game, give the full play diagram, what happened, why did it happen, the whole 9 yards. And then, of course, Wednesday we'll step right into injury reports and getting ready for the Lions. So, Tim, again, thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Thank you to Emilio for jumping in here as well. I know he had to run. Must have been a taco truck close by there at the neighborhood. Yeah, so with that being said, Packers win 30-27 on the road in Jacksonville. Huge dub. Help me out, Tim.
For those of you listening on the pod,
thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. Go Pack, go.